I've been on the internet again, ordering some things. So we've got some nice coilover suspension for the front, QA1 double adjustable, so bump and rebound. We've got some little C-spanners, some 550-pound springs, 500 or 550, can't remember. And we've got some single adjustable rear shocks as well. The annoying thing is I replaced all the shocks with brand new OEM ones not that long ago. It's probably done about 100 miles, probably less, probably 50 miles since then. But nevertheless, we're going to crack on with this. So let's get this thing up in the air and pull the suspension off it. So taking this apart is relatively easy. Obviously wheel off. We don't need to take the steering arms off. We've got to do the bottom ball joint, and we've got to do the drop link, anti-roll bar drop link. It's looking a bit dirty under here. Gonna have to clean it. So let me do that, and then we need to undo this top mount on here. If anybody wants some AC Delco shocks, let me know, and some slightly low springs. So yeah, let me take that apart. Okay, there you come. Jobs. All right, so what we need to do now is, I've put these together already. I'm actually going to strip them down again. You need to grease these threads so that you don't get galling, which is fine. I'm going to use copper slip for that. They do say to use something specific, but copper slip is fine. And I have got this stuff to cover them with. They're aluminium, so they might corrode a little bit, and ideally they'd stay clean and adjustable forever, so let's do that. Shock number one is all lubed up. We've got lube in between the bearing and the shims, which are now stuck together. So that should turn nicely. As always, you want enough lube, but not too much. Probably there is a bit too much on there actually, but I'll wipe a bit off when it's all installed and at the right height. So let's whack that on. How am I going to do this? I think I'm going to put the top mount on first, with the spring obviously. Put the spring on, put the top mount in, and then hopefully we can just bolt up the bottom arm with the height set at the lowest setting. So let's see if that works. Well, actually it wasn't too difficult. The trick is to put the spring in the cup first and then feed the shock in. I'm not going to put the anti-roll bar linkage on yet because I need to adjust it. The bolts at the bottom needed to be made bigger, and when you put coilovers on, they mount from the top, not the bottom like the old shock did. So that's a bit different, and obviously top mount. So what I'm going to do now is jack this up and see where we are height wise. So what I want is for this top arm to be level. So that's all the weight on the jack, and we're not anything like level, I don't think. So we're going to have to come up a little bit, which is fine. So let's get the adjusters out. Right, that's both sides done. Everything's back together. I just need to spray on the rust blocker. I've adjusted them both height-wise to 6 threads from the bottom. It's if you wind the locking collet all the way down, it was 21 mil both sides, so relatively the same. We'll do some corner weighting at some point, but not today. So I'm just going to spray this stuff on now and see somehow. I was going to use ACF 50, but apparently this stuff's better, so I can't do it while I'm filming. So I'll give it a good coat of that, and then we'll see what the height's like. Right, we're back on the ground. It's a little bit high. I presume it's going to settle. I'd expect another 10 mil or so. Anyway, that's how it's staying for the minute. So let's do the back ones as well. So just assembling the rear. Apparently, if you're stock ride height, which I am, you've got to use these 2-inch extenders. I do intend to lower the car about 2 inches, but not right now. I need really I need to buy leaf springs, which isn't going to happen this week. You could use lowering blocks, but they're horrible. You get axle wrap and all sorts. Frankly, they're quite dangerous, so probably not going to do that. We'll see. So these guys are going to go on. You just undo this chap there and whack that guy in. Easy. So let's do that and then just throw them on the car. Right, those are done. I forgot to take a video before I put the car back on the ground. But they're on and they're covered in gunge so they don't corrode. It's all a little bit high, but that's how it's going to be for the minute. My headers really do rub on the floor, so until I sort that out, that's how it's going to be for the minute. Looks pretty square. It'd be interesting to see how it drives, actually. I think that's okay. I mean, I'd prefer it if it was lower, but that's how it is, I reckon. Bigger wheels might help. I will lower it at some point, but the headers rub on the floor really badly. I think we've got some decent ground clearance now, hopefully. I'll go and drive it and find out. I'm sure it'll be fine. It was bottoming out quite badly. So hopefully that solved that. And the extra damping will be good too. So that'll do for now, I think. I'm going to go for a drive and see how it handles now. So thanks for watching. Do like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.